You made a comment about the research you did with farmers before Christmas,
Yes.
around the majority wanting to do more with the data. But Nick, you also mentioned in your opening that the vast majority of UK farmers aren't benchmarking at the moment. What's the actual gap that's going to, close between those two groups so that people are going to use data? What's stopping them from doing it now?
No, I'm just going to chime in from myself, just from Farm at Home, having been there over Christmas and having visited a lot of farms globally over the last 12 months. I think, as Tom explained, just pulling it together, because someone says, okay, let's benchmark beef production. Okay, well, what about genetics? What kind of finishing regime? All those variables. And I think it's very hard for guys to start pulling that information together. And I think where we're coming from is, you've got structured data and you've got unstructured data, and how you can pull that information together, make it very easy for the farmer, so that information can start flowing. And obviously, it is the farmer's data. They are the ones that are permissioning that information, which is key. And then that information flowing, either getting out to the ag professionals that's supporting them, whether it be from a nutrition or from a consultancy point of view, or obviously coming through to ourselves where we're doing the work supporting that ag professional or ag partner. So again, to me, it's the data is there. I think farmers are willing, want to benchmark, but it's not as easy when things are in different computers or pieces of paper.
I think ultimately it's commercial and financial viability will force people to get engaged more fully, because, as JP said, much of the information, much of the data is already there, somewhere in the system. It's using it is the challenge.
Nick, can I just add a comment to that piece of research that is on the app, actually? It's on the conference app. You'll find it, if not tonight, tomorrow. But there is a direct correlation between the size of the units, the farming units, and their propensity to use data. We believe that, yes, the larger units, it's been a straight commercial decision. There's been opportunity to deliver more profitable farming, and not just in terms of money terms either. You can apply the same understanding to perhaps some of the other things that are important. What we notice about the smaller units is their attitude to data that Tom talked about. Everybody knows they've got to get control of their numbers, but up until relatively recently, it's been a nice to have. What may well happen in the next 18 months or so with the changes around us in agriculture, around policy, it'll be an absolute essential. So as was illustrated in the last talk by some of the questions and answers comments, the market will take out those people who are not able to, not willing to try and compete in the market environment. The other thing I would add, Nick, very quickly, is that some of the other dynamics that we might be judged as, or by, as farmers, so perhaps some of the natural capital type measures that we talked about, and some of the other metrics, we're actually going to need as farmers a way of being able to demonstrate that we're delivering those. And that's another area of real opportunity.